still go to hell. But maybe he had some points. To Dolphins quarterback. Dolphins quarterback. People really want me to cancel Hour Tua. They really want me to get rid of it. I may have a hearing this week about suspending it.
Here's what I would say.
I'm all here for it.
Here's what I would say. We can't give Tua more time than he's given us.
True.
We can't dedicate a whole hour to him when he's dedicated like 12 seconds of a football game to us.
That was so bad yesterday. It was so bad. And I didn't love how he approached the game, and I get it. People are mad. I got more tweets about canceling Hour Tua than I think anything yesterday. So I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it ever.
Tua,
I don't want sad Tua. I don't want anything.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm all here. I was literally thinking, watching the game, I was like, I'm not excited for Hour 2. I don't want to.
You didn't want to press the button?
I didn't even want to press the button. He makes me so upset.
So, should we suspend it? Does he?
I'm not.
I mean, we could suspend him for conduct detrimental to the fans. We could. We could lay this down like a commissioner. Because I don't want to upset people, especially, going back to Pepe Hour 2, and I can't believe the 3-minute open every single time. That's just inefficient. So we might have to have a show hearing about this. I don't know.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
We
maybe
may.
until he proves himself again. He's on probation.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm not ready to have a ruling yet, but I think we need to have a hearing about it. I think that needs to happen. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Kia or at DoralKia.com. So your final score yesterday, 33-8.
I mean, you almost gave up the most points scored in the NFL this weekend.
Yeah, and the one that you didn't, at least it was a shootout.
Right.
Right. Like Baltimore, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh. Surprisingly, Pittsburgh and the Jets.
Wow. That was a good game.
What a game.
Oh, what a game.
Your boy looked good.
Yeah.
He looked good.
Yeah, I didn't even, hey, I can't game.
He kept some petty in his pocket afterwards.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. No, nothing wrong with having a little petty.
Speaking of upset.
But guess what? It's a long season. And he's still over 40.
That's the beauty of it.
Right. Because guess what? The Browns have one of those guys too.
Old Flacco.
And old Flacco going to give
that one wasn't on him at the end, though. I felt bad for him. That wasn't on him. Because I looked at the box score first. I was like, oh, man, Flacco. I was like, oh, no, that wasn't on him.
It wasn't. Like, but can somebody tell me there is a epidemic in the NFL? And that is wide receivers that mysteriously can't catch.
It's crazy.
And it's not just this team, but it started on Thursday and it has continued through this weekend. Now, I don't know what the problem is, but you used to watch football and the one thing you could count on was your star receivers making great catches.
For sure.
But definitely catching the bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then you might see one. I've never seen more top guys drop balls than I've seen this week. It's crazy.
Who doesn't drop balls? CJ Daniels. That guy on the Canes is good. Wow. He got hands, dude.
Yep.
Hands.
Was it Malachi Tony?
Yep.
And who's that? Tyler Warren? Oh.
For Colts?
Yeah.
Could have had him.
Like, dude. And Loveland went before him. And I'm like, how?
Pressure on him tonight.
How?
Here's some tweets. Shannon Sharp. Tua keeps playing like this, he'll get himself benched and his head coach fired.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Dan Orlovsky, who's usually like just very chipper about everything. Dan Orlovsky watches football and hands out lollipops. Dan Orlovsky, the Dolphins tape is a mess. Both sides of the ball, total mess. Teron Armstead. Dolphins clearly got their ass whooped today, but I'm not going to bash them after week 1. I'm going to watch the film and give you a real and honest assessment of what happened. Well, let me tell you something, Teron Armstead.
You don't have to.
Let me tell you something.
I already did.
I'm going to hold you to that because I'm going to tune in and I'm going to be like David Beckham to Posh. Be honest, Teron. Be honest. But then the man who, first of all, we broke Hootie's heart. Okay. He was upset. I saw that on Twitter. And the man I was most upset for was our favorite follow on Twitter, Larry Zonka. And Larry Zonka, he tweets out at the end of yesterday's game, unprepared, uninspired, unacceptable.
I would say this, that sometimes when we give adjectives to describe a football game, sometimes we use words that sound good, but
I forgot something though.
What?
Hashtag MIA versus IND.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag fins up. Hashtag unfiltered.
Yeah.
That's how you know Zonk's giving a take.
But I would say this. It's easy to say the losing team was unprepared and the winning team was well prepared, right?
Would you say it was uninspired?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was uninspired.
There was nobody that made a play that even like required DAP, right?
The only one that I would say was I felt like it was a frustration play, was the A-Chain touchdown. He was like, I'm getting in this end zone.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting in.
Yeah,
this
but that's
end
what I'm
zone."
saying. H-N, I think if you would have had more time with the football, you could have established the run and kept a lot of that heat off of Tua. But the fact that you had the ball for 2 minutes in the first quarter and you're already down 2 scores, now the game is dictating what you do.
Right.
You don't dictate the game. And that gets a lot of teams in trouble, especially if you're not built that way.
Yeah, these were the halftime numbers.
Did they even have the ball for half a quarter?
In the first half?
Yeah.
They had it for 8 minutes.
Right. So half
minutes.
minutes is 7.5. So yeah, a half a quarter in a half. When I see that, I'm thinking of here's a series of things.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you can look at these numbers and tell what's going on without even watching the game. First thing I would check is the score. They were down.
Yep.
Okay, so I can eliminate the big plays. Sometimes you have a bunch of big plays. You don't have the clock, the ball long, but you're scoring a bunch of points.
Okay.
You eliminate that. Turnovers, because you've actually had series, but you turn the ball over. Check, had turnovers, right? And then you look at the other team and look at what their sustained drives were. And so you're getting it from all ends. You had the turnovers, you had the long drives, you had just, a combination of everything that makes you only have the ball 7.5 minutes.
The Judon
8 minutes in the first half.
The Judon penalty on the punter was that to me was like the backbreaker because
of new guy.
I know, new guy and a veteran, but they did make the point. They're like, when's the last time he's been on special teams? And it was a good, he hadn't had a special teams tackle since 2017.
Right.
But that to me, I felt like, oh, the defense finally they got a quick drive. They weren't getting picked apart. Penalty.
Right.
Brutal. Is Alex still there, Brittany? Let's go to Alex. What's going on, Alex?
Hey, good morning, guys. Thank you for taking my call.
No problem.
I just have a question and a thought. Usually in the NFL, these franchises, how long do they usually take to decide is the quarterback the guy or is he not the guy? Because with Tannehill, they waited 7 years. Now with Tua, 6 years. It seems like the Dolphins wait more than other franchises. I'm just going to hang up and listen to you guys.
All right. Yeah.
No, I'll tell you, it works in relationships. Your relationship is only as good as your options. Right? That's what people say.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you look at the skill set and look at what Tua does, okay, he does separate himself with his accuracy and his ability to throw the football. Now, let's just say, all right, I'm saying this while knowing that he threw up a stinker.
Yeah, at his best.
Right.
Which we haven't seen in a while.
Right. And so from that standpoint, everybody wants to get rid of their guy, but without having a solution for a different guy. And then you throw all these names out. Oh, he would definitely be better. No, it's not. So as a franchise or organization, you're looking out there and going, okay, if we don't stay with the guy we have, what are our options?
Right. I think the problem with Tua, and this is what happens, is like, look, you have to make the decision on paying a guy, which, by the way, I was for paying Tua.
Yeah.
So I don't want to run from that. And by the way, I was very happy for Tua last year. I was at the press conference when he got his bag and his kids were there. It was a great moment for him. I felt good for him. There was a lot of defiance in his getting his contract last year because he kind of took the victory lap, stepping on Brian Flores afterwards. But I got it because he had a lot of dirt kicked on him in his career, you know. But it hasn't gone great at all. It's gone nightmarishly bad since paying him. And the problem when you pay a quarterback, and this is why there's so much attention on it, is because they make so much money. Now I got to buy now I got to pay a lineman coming off a torn Achilles to protect you.
That's and so here's the other thing. If you know what you have, right? Like there are a lot of people who know exactly what Tua is. That means that, you know what? If you know he's fragile, you know he's been banged up a lot or whatever, then I need to invest and put some resources into protecting him and having a game plan that will allow him to be effective. And when you look at the last couple of years and what the offensive line has been the last couple of years, I don't think your answer could be a dude coming off Achilles.
It's crazy.
And so from that standpoint, it's a lot of things that come into play. Like, okay, when was the last time we saw? I can't think of the last game where 5 starters played the whole game. You know how crazy that is?
We talked about this on Game Day and Sensor yesterday. I don't know if you were listening. It was when we were asking, what's the over-under? And my dumb ass said, what's the over-under of 5 games of all 5 linemen playing? And I, like a dummy, I said, I think I'm going to give it 14 games. I didn't get 14 minutes.
You didn't get 14 plays.
I didn't get 14 plays. I am a horse's ass.
But so if there's ever one thing that I would correct about how this thing was done, it would be if I have an offensive line to protect my quarterback, I can run the ball more, I can protect my quarterback more, and get the most out of him. There hasn't been a year where he hasn't run for his life. You see what I mean? And now
he didn't have time to run for his life yesterday.
Defense
on the sacks. Like Lou, let me tell you something. That Lou Anarumo, he dials it up.
And oh my goodness,
he dials it up.
Like, oh my goodness, they, especially when it was blood and water, turned it up. But again, if you see what happened in Jacksonville, and you see, they had problems with the, then guess what? All the coaches in the league are looking at that, just like I told you about the robber in the middle of the field. It's either going to be a linebacker or a safety coming down. They're looking up that crossing route, and they're stepping in front of it.
What the hell was that celebration that Cameron Bynum did yesterday?
I don't know.
What
But
the hell was he doing? He looked like a
spider.
Like a spider. He was flopping like a fish. Somebody sent me the TikTok, but it didn't explain anything to me.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand.
I'm young and I have no idea.
It looked like the reverse worm.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, he was on all 4.
I know. I was like,
the
what
worm
is
is like-
the worm is the
I
belly.
saw someone say if I hit through an interception and someone hit that celly on me, I would punch them in the face.
Well, yeah, would it be
like,
if you would have punched him in the face, it would have been the most physical thing your team has done all day.
Seriously.
I mean, he'd get him suspended. It might be nice.
Oh man, this is brutal.
The whole problem, the problem with all of this is that at some point you have to be good or bad.
Mhm.
Be honest with what you have and work accordingly. And do something to get the best out of what you have. And the only way you can get the best out of Tua and the best out of your run game is to, not only be more physical, but just be better. And like, we haven't even made it through a half of football, and you already on backup lineman. And let me tell you, if you had questions about the starters, let me introduce you to backup lineman. What's his name? Doesn't matter. Any one of them.
Just put on the back of his jersey, backup lineman.
Backup lineman.
It's a Monday Rewind brought to you by Chevrolet. It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to see why Chevy is America's most dependable lineup of trucks. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Back after this. We still got callers, Brittany. I want to get through them because they've been hanging on patiently. Who do we got? We got Smitty, Abel, and Charles. All right, let's not. You guys try and be quick. Let's go Smitty first. Hello, Smitty. Smitty!
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good, Smitty. How are you?
Let's just leave it at that.
Fair enough.
And no hour 2 or no more. There's my vote.
Okay. And Smitty's an OG, and I respect it because Smitty has been a loyal listener for a long time. I think this is what I'm going to do, Leroy, and this is probably the wrong day to do it.
Are you going to put 2 hour in the corner? Give it a timeout?
Should I put it up to? Is it even worth putting up to a Twitter vote, or it's just not?
No.
You're overwhelmed on Twitter. You're gonna get an overwhelming.
All you're gonna do is make Tua look bad.
So what if I put hour Tua ? Cancel it, suspend it, ride till the wheels fall off.
It'll be canceled.
I don't think canceled. I don't think we should cancel it.
Suspend it though, for
if
sure.
He has a great game this week, we're all gonna be like, wee woo. So we have memories.
Save that drop.
Tell if I was at Universal or
I had none of that yesterday during the game.
Let's be honest, we all are gonna do it. Hey, so I say we suspend. He's on probation.
I didn't even make it through my first dose of chicken wings.
All right, I think I will come to a final decision before the end of the show. I will mull over and I will take anybody who wants to call and give their takes. I can't see the chat, but I'm sure they're telling me to get rid of it too. What are they saying in the chat?
They're overwhelmingly telling you to get rid of it.
What about Dade South? What is Dade South saying?
Dave South, what do you think? More like P. Fair. He hasn't said anything about hour 2. Let's see what he says.
Let's hear from Abel. Hello, Abel. Abel, hello.
Hi, what's going on? How you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been better.
Bro,
We lose him?
and it's extremely.
Oh, is he?
I think he's in the tunnel.
Last week. I'm on paternity leave. My wife can only do so much of my takes, right?
Yeah.
I have no time. But I'm going to tell you the thing that frustrates me the most, and it's just beyond frustrating. When I have to listen to Mike McDaniels after the postgame conference talking about, we weren't ready for this team. There are some things we got to clean up. That's a bunch of nonsense. You are going into your first season as an NFL head coach, and you're telling me right now that you're thinking of how you're going to be better. You're going to meet up with the team captains to kind of go. You had a whole training camp to get ready for this.
No.
It's unbelievable.
Abel, to be fair, he said there were a lot of bells and whistles with week 1.
I don't care about bells and whistles. I don't care about all of that. We allowed a team that had something that hadn't been done since 1977. They scored on every single possession.
Yep.
That defensive line could not touch Daniel Jones. We made him look like Peyton Manning back in 2005. It's unbelievable. And the fact that this team just played like they just did not care after an offseason of everybody, Pete Frisco, every single reporter, Orlovsky, talking about how this team was going to be the 28th worst team in the NFL. And you play with no pride, no heart, and you got embarrassed. And the season, it's already over. Shame on Mike McDaniels, and don't even get me started on the worst. I thought Jeff Ireland was the worst Dolphins GM of all time. Chris Greer has taken the spot.
Wow.
The worst general manager, not Larry Beinfeld, not all the bozos that we have with the Panthers. Definitely nobody is worse than Chris Greer. He is already number 1 in my top 4 rankings of the worst GMs in South Florida sports history. Oh, and one more thing, Tobin. Please, let's not forget and give some love to Danny Rubinowitz, USF Bulls going into the swamp, getting that dub. How about them Gators?
Jeez, that was really.
So-
congrats on the baby.
Yes.
Congrats on the baby.
So I got to tell you,
that was good.
that was good.
That was good.
But look
You imagine being
here. Let me get through this.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Because there's a couple of things that happen that I can't fathom. Okay. As a coach, there's certain things you can never say. Right?
Mhm.
And I'm going to use boxing as a reference.
Okay. Big fight this week.
You ever seen the skit? I got the best jab in the business,
Mhm.
and then he get knocked out and say, what happened? I thought that I had the best jab in the business, and then I threw my jab, I hit me with an overhand right and knocked me out, right?
Yep.
But like you go into it with a game plan and you're prepared and you work on that. And sometimes it doesn't work, but you do have a plan. At no point in time should you ever hear a fighter or anybody say, wow, he threw some stuff at me I wasn't ready for.
Sure.
Especially because let me tell you how camp works. Camp, you practice for all those days, but every period you will throw one formation or nuance in for the first week of the season. So while you're playing these preseason games and just working on fundamentals, while you're doing things a certain way, practicing against all these other teams, when you have your individual drills, you might throw in one or two plays that you're preparing and getting a look at for the season. Then you have 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks before the first game now. And you barely play. So I'm trying to figure out, like, the words unprepared or nuance or bells and whistles
Too many
or
bells and
whatever.
whistles.
These things should not ever come out of your mouth because it's your responsibility, right? It's your.
Well, he gave us the old surrender cobra yesterday after they had the penalty on the 2-point conversion.
Like,
Like, oh, great.
so
That's
like,
going to be memed forever. I get it.
I'm more frustrated with they look like a team that didn't do anything in camp.
Yeah.
And I kept saying stuff about it.
But they told us that this was the best camp ever. And they told us that
Because nobody did anything, so everybody was fresh.
they went on joint practices.
Dude, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little secret. You know why I used to love joint practices?
No.
Because you run 2 plays and you're done for the whole damn day.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You ain't running. So if it's 9-on-7, Robert will get 2, I get 2. Young guys, finish that off. So you practice less. Whereas if it's regular practice and you got 10 plays of 9-on-7, Robert get 5, I get 5.
But they went bowling.
Yeah, because they were fresh. Dude, I had camps say, hey, you want to go to the little local pub? No, I'm exhausted. 2-a-days, right? No, dude, there's certain things you have to do to get ready for football. Otherwise, guess when you're going to do them? Week 1, week 2. Like, you know what? Chubb was tackling somebody.
Bro.
But not the right guy.
We saw this clip during the break because I didn't even notice this during the game. He tackled a lineman from the side.
Like, and wait, did he not do the ball chop? He did the ball chop like it was the ball carrier.
How about when Chop Robinson got called for offsides and fell right on his tush? I was like, no.
Dude, let me tell you something. A lot of defenses will teach these things. If you jump off sides, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing you want to do is take yourself out of a play and then give up a bomb.
Yep.
So just keep going. Go touch somebody.
Charles, what do you got for us, buddy? You've been holding
Unfortunately,
patiently.
he's gone.
He's gone? All right,
Yeah.
cool. Well, you know what? I don't have time for another caller anyway. We do have time to get to Leroy's game balls and game